In this 6.3 module called Operating Reviews or Operations Reviews, we have two goals. The first one is to instill a culture of regular, structured operation reviews in your enterprise. And the second one is to prepare you for the operations review sessions that we are going to be conducting in residence at GSBI. Operating reviews keep your team focused on priorities. They hold people accountable for performance, and they track progress and identify when recovery plans are necessary. An operating review or operations review is the act of examining the way in which a company or a department works to see how it can be made more efficient and profitable. It is something you must have in place if you are going to make the most of your company's potential. And there is no meeting that more consistently impacts the performance of a company. Operating reviews are at the heart of integrating strategy with operations and are both intuitively and analytically derived. They also provide key stakeholders and outside experts with a forum to examine and debate the current state of your business, as well as the top issues, opportunities, and priorities going forward. Ultimately, they help you determine the more important initiatives to work on during the next period. The overall objective is to develop a list of the best possible goals for the following quarter based on the preparation work done for the meeting and the discussion that happened during the meeting. What's the approach? Well, first, we must find what's working, discover what's not working, and adjust for better results. Here's a suggested agenda for your operations review. You start with an enterprise overview, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to look at key business performance metric, 15 minutes for the functional performance metrics, 15 minutes to review the status of your strategic initiatives, 10 minutes for an open discussion, and closing 5 minutes to go over the open action items and the new action items that have been raised during the meeting. How should you prepare your presentations? You should start by stating what you said you would do in the previous periods. What were the KPIs? What were the key initiatives to be worked on? What did you do? Did you fall short? Did you meet the targets? Did you exceed the targets? What worked? Why did it work? What didn't work? Why? What did you learn? And what are you going to do moving forward as a result? And keep in mind that operating reviews have a very significant impact on your organization. It is a developmental approach that is focused on continuous learning, continuous improvement in relation to the overarching mission of the enterprise, including both social benefit outcomes or impacts and the economic viability of your enterprise. Let's look at an example. So this company has 5 strategic initiatives. First one, sales channels. They want to secure 3 new resellers per quarter, and these resellers should be capable of selling 200 widgets in the first quarter, and after that 500 widgets. They also have demand generation, information system, and assured source of supply as key strategic initiatives. So let's look at a baseline. So 3 resellers, 200 and 500 widgets. Out of that, we can project the beginning cash, the ending cash, and establish a baseline. One of the potential scenarios in the operating review is that the group is reporting only 2 resellers per quarter rather than 3. The impact on net income, beginning cash and ending cash, it's obvious. It's not as good as what was planned for the period. Another scenario is that we have signed the right number of resellers, but they are falling short in selling the products. The impact on cash is really getting pretty bad, and everybody should be concerned. So the question to be discussed in the operations review is, what do we need to get back on track? But also, what measures should we take to mitigate the higher cash burn rate? And is there a different management technique that would be less reactive? And that management technique, in this case, is the trigger points. It's a phase-based method for controlling cash burn rate, and it insists on achieving certain milestones before further investment can be authorized. The deliverable for 6.3 operations review is to prepare for that live operations review session that you are going to have. So we want to prepare the documents that investors also request to see as part of due diligence, and to assess, and for you to assess, the performance of your enterprise for the most recent month against your 3 to 5 strategic initiatives that you have defined in your operating plan. And also to compare the result against the key metrics or key metrics objectives that you have stated in your key metrics dashboard.